This video is all about getting around eCampus. First thing that you have to do is get to eCampus. Now you could do that by a variety of ways. I always just type in ecampus.blinn.edu. Or I use Symbaloo, which there is another video on Symbaloo, and I will show you Symbaloo really quick. Here's Blinn tab, which is slow. And there's eCampus. It can't get any easier than that. But as you can see, ecampus.blinn.edu took me there. And this did as well. Now, generally, when you log in, you're going to be at My Home. On My Home, you'll notice that you have your Buck email because I am viewing as a student and Office 365. And then there are general notices to everyone about eCampus, and whenever it's time for you to review your courses at the end of the semester, that's going to show up over on this side. So you do want to pay attention to what's here and make sure that you've read the notices about eCampus. So then you want to select a course. Now you can select your course over here, or you can select it here. And I'm going to go to my Review Sandbox course. And when I get there, the first note here is to begin working in the course. Click on the Contents link. And so there's a picture here, and it's talking about this title bar right here, and this is the content link. When we go to content, you're going to see that I have orientation start here, and this is where I would definitely want you to start. I've already sent information that's found here out in your welcome letter, but it has really everything that you need to know to get yourself started in the course. And you will want to review these things. But when it comes down to actually doing the work, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Unit 2, which is Word Chapter 1, because Unit 1 is unusual in that it actually has 2 sections in it, and Word Chapter 1 is typical of the units that you will do every week. So the first thing that you will see is what the, just a general statement about, and I apologize that I have blown up the zoom somewhat so that you would be able to see a little bit better. In this chapter, you will learn about foundation skills to use Word. While not exciting, you need to be able to open, save, navigate, view, and view in order to complete your projects. And then it tells you specifically exactly what you're going to learn. It also shows how that lines up with the course outcomes, which are listed below, and exactly what items you are going to be using in order for you to learn that, and how we are going to assess your learning in that area. So we'll zoom back in here and we'll scroll down. And the first thing you'll notice is that you have a checklist here for your assignments. You can go in there and you can check them off as you complete them. These are in the order that I suggest that you complete them. So you're going to read Chapter 1, you're going to view the recorded lecture, you're going to view the recorded PowerPoint, complete the study plan, complete the quiz, complete the guided project, and there is a video for the guided project, and complete the independent practice. So now here's your cookie trail right here on the top. So I will click back on Unit 2, Word Chapter 1, and go back there where the content is linked. So the first thing that you'll see is the discussion, and it's about customizing Word, and it wants to know what are the advantages of customizing the Office Ribbon and Quick Access Toolbar, and when is it to customize and when would you not want to customize? You aren't going to be able to answer this question adequately if you do not listen to the lecture and read the book. So here are your videos, and as you go through the book, you're going to see this hands-on exercise 1, which would be in the first part of your book. And here's a video that shows you how to do the exercise that's in there that demonstrates the skills that you are supposed to be acquiring in this unit. Now, Word guided project video is right here, and that was done by another instructor who did a great job, and my students really benefit from that. And she also has a YouTube version. And then there is a video here, which is a video lecture of Word Chapter 1. There's also a Word Chapter 1 audio PowerPoint that's provided by the publisher, and I just want to give
Exploring
you...
Microsoft Office 2016. In Chapter 1, you will learn how to create documents, customize the Word environment, and this figure shows the starting screen when Word is opened. From this screen, you can select the blank document template or...
Okay, so you can see that that's actually really nice, and if you do not use this, well, it's just your loss, because it is a great resource for you to be able to complete your projects. Now, when you get down here, you're going to get into My IT Lab course content, today's view, and My IT Lab grades. Before we go there, I want to finish this quick explanation of where you're going to find what you need to do. So your grades are going to be here under Progress. And there are no grades to show in this right now because I'm not actually a student. And then you have resources here, so you can go to, and I strongly advise you to learn about the Writing Center and to learn about all the things that are there to help you to be more successful. In Tools, you'll find your email, and that's going to be really valuable because I will email through this to let you know things about the class. I have another video which shows you how to forward your email to your Blend Buck email, and then to forward your Blend Buck email to your personal email. So you only have to check one email address in order to see all the email, and you don't have to worry about missing something from one of your instructors. All right, we're back to content now, and we are going to go down here to My IT Lab course content. Honestly, there's another method. There's always more than one method of doing everything. And you'll notice that the course content here opens in the window in eCampus. Now that's kind of nice. There's some advantages to that, in that you can go back on your cookie trail and just pop right back into what you need to do to move on to the next unit. So momentarily this will load, I promise you. And sometimes you do have to wait. One thing I did fail to mention is that for eCampus and for My IT Lab, you've got to make sure that your pop-up blockers are not blocked. When you go to open the assignments themselves, you will find that pop-up blocker will occasionally block the pop-up and you won't see it. And then the other thing that you're going to find is that sometimes, and I'll show you that in just a moment whenever you click on the assignment. All right, here we go. All right, we're in our individual unit, and when we click on one of the assignments here, it opens a pop-up window. And this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to show you, because I'm going to download these and then I'm going to minimize this and show you what happens whenever you don't realize that you still have the window open. So I'm going to click Download Materials. Now, what I really like to do is I like to download them individually. If you download all files, it downloads them into a zipped file. And then you can't just save them. You can open them directly out of the zipped file, but you can't go in and find your others. So if I just click Download, 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 those are all going to be in my downloads. So those are all the files that I need. You'll have an instruction file, and it says instructions right there. And then you'll have one with your name on it, and that will be your base file that you will always start with. And then sometimes you'll have other files. In this case, we have a couple of image files. So I'm going to close this now, and we're done with that. And theoretically, we would go ahead and we would start on our document and our assignment. So let's say you finished it, and now you're ready to submit it. So you click this again, and nothing happens. And that's exactly what I was talking about, that nothing happens, because we already have that window. So it popped up momentarily, and it's because this window is already open. And because this window is already open, it'll change it to whatever it was you just changed to, the review assignment in this case, instead of the guided practice. But it will open in that window, and that window, if you'll look down on your taskbar like this, you'll see it there, and it'll be behind something else, or it'll be minimized. So that concludes getting around eCampus and opening and starting an assignment in my lab.